ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपरक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Present from the first shloka of the 7th chapter. अथ सप्तमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यासक्तमनः पार्थ योगं युञ्जन्मदाश्रयः असंशयं समग्रं माम् यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु। ज्ञानं तेऽहं सविज्ञानम् इदं वक्ष्याम्यशेषतः यज्ञात्वा नेह भूयोऽन्यत् ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते। मनुष्याणां सहस्रेषु कश्चिद्यतति सिद्धये यततामपि सिद्धानां कश्चिन्मां वेत्ति तत्त्वतः। Bhagavad Gita reveals the ultimate truth which is given in Vedanta Upanishad, and that ultimate truth is all that is here is Ishvara, and that Ishvara you are. That is the final understanding one needs for getting freedom from this sense of limitation, from this sense of bondage, sense of suffering, sense of helplessness. And that vision is presented in stages. Firstly, in the first 6 chapters, what you are, what is your nature, Tvam Padartha Viveka is done. And then 7 to 12 chapters, what is Ishvara, what is Tat Padartha, what is the meaning of the word Tat in the Mahavakya Tattvamasi, that is elaborated. And the last 6 chapters, how this Jiva and Ishvara are one, that is going to be talked about. And in the 7th chapter, the first 3 verses are giving the introduction to the topic of Ishvara Jnanam. And Bhagavan said, this Ishvara Jnanam is such Once you have that, then nothing remains to be known. Means all things which are there in the world, all of them are nothing but Ishvara. If that understanding you have, then nothing remains to be known. That inferiority complex based on not knowing this or that will not be there. Because you know everything essentially, and therefore you become free from that intellectual samsara. And Bhagavan said in the third shloka, which we were seeing in the last class, that this knowledge is very rare. And why it becomes rare? Because Manushyanam Sahasreshu Kaschid Yatati Siddhaye. Among thousands of people, only one person will strive to get this jnanam. Because people are very busy with the material things. Dharma, Artha, Kama, these three Purushartha. The Dharma means the Punyam, Artha, security, Kama, sense pleasure. So they are taking away the time. If you go to the city, restaurants are full. Many restaurants you have to stand in queue. Here we have so much space. So people are so busy with Kama, Artha, security, and if Artha and Kama they are relatively satisfied, they want to earn more and more punyam. So they will go to the temple, they will do puja, and hardly anybody has got the desire to know this Atma, desire to study Bhagavad Gita. Very few people. People think that Bhagavad Gita is meant for keeping in the puja room, and when somebody is dying, that time we read this book. So that is the use of Bhagavad Gita. What is there in Bhagavad Gita, how it is related to my life, hardly anybody thinks. And that's what he said, Kaschit, only someone strives, and Yatatam api siddhanam, among those who are striving, Kaschin mam vetti tatpataha, only very few who would know me in reality. Kaschin mam vetti tatpataha. Like among thousands of students, some only will try for IIT, MBA, etc. And so among those who strive, everybody will not get, only few will get. So here also, it is a very rare knowledge. And it is not to be taken for granted. And we saw that this shloka is not meant for discouraging you, to frighten you. It is not the purpose. Purpose is that if you have the opportunity to study Bhagavad Gita, to know yourself, don't take that opportunity for granted. Because human being has this tendency. What is there is taken for granted. What is not there, he or she is missing. So you are missing what is not there, and what is there, you ignore. See, at home, so many things are there that we ignore. And what is not there, oh, this I don't have. I have got a car, but this Mercedes is not there. I have got a TV, but that what is called the smart TV or particular LED TV or very big screen TV, home theater, that is not there. Always the human being has this problem. What is there is taken for granted, and what is not there, missing. So when he is there at home, he will be missing the ashram. And when he comes to the ashram, he will be missing the home. What will happen? What will let us go fast? That is how it is. So here Bhagavan wants to say, by chance you have got the opportunity, situation of studying the Shastra to know yourself, don't take it for granted. And that is the message of this Manushyanam Sahasreshu. Having given the introduction from the fourth shloka, Bhagavan is starting the topic of Ishvara Jnanam. What is the nature of Ishvara? What Ishvara is? So Puja Swamiji used to say, for us, Ishvara is not a matter of belief. Ishvara is a matter of understanding. Because our vision is all that is here is Ishvara. So it's not a matter of belief. You have to ask this question, how? Because Ishvara is, whatever is Ishvara. Which is Swamiji used to say one more important thing is, he said, for us, there are not many gods. People say that in Hinduism there are many gods. We don't have many gods. We don't have even one God. We don't say there is only one God which is there in heaven, our special God. That also is not our understanding. Our understanding is there is only God. What is there is only Ishvara. That is our vision. And that is to be understood. Because I am seeing mic, I am seeing the book, I am seeing this cell phone. So how do I understand that everything is Ishvara? For that the teaching of Vedanta is there. Therefore for us, for Vedanta, the Ishvara is not a matter of belief. Ishvara is something to be understood. And therefore Bhagavan gives the knowledge of Ishvara from the next shloka. भूमिरापो नलो वायुः खं मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहंकार इतीयं मे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा. So here Bhagavan is giving the understanding of what Ishvara is. First of all, regarding Ishvara, Shastram alone is the means of knowledge. By scientific research, one day you get Ishvara in laboratory, that is not going to happen. Ishvara is not the subject matter of scientific experimentation. Generally, people have got some people with half knowledge, they say that everything in our Vedas are scientific. Vedas are not talking scientific things. Scientific things are talked about by science. And Vedas will talk about something which cannot be figured out by science. Decisively, science can help us to understand some extent what Vedanta is saying. But Vedanta has got its own special subject. Vedanta is not meant for something which can be figured out by science. So let us not have this wrong understanding that our Vedas are scientific. Vedas are not scientific. They should not be scientific. They need not be scientific. Because if Vedas are talking about scientific things, then better you learn from science. Why should you go to Vedas which are talking in a very evolved manner, very esoteric manner? Why should you go to Vedas? What you can understand by science. So let us be very clear, Vedas are not scientific. You may wonder that why Swamiji is telling, we thought we are always presenting to foreigners, to Westerners that our Vedas are very scientific. Vedas are not scientific. Vedas are having this own speciality. The speciality is it talks about something which cannot be figured out by science. And one such topic is that you can drink but don't do it frequently. Okay? Please take it. Please take it if you are thirsty. Huh? Okay. It is a distraction. Please take but once. पानी पी के बैठना चाहिए. So, Vedanta is revealing what is the nature of Ishvara. And Vedanta says that Ishvara is Jagat Karanam, the cause of this world. This is how Ishvara is introduced in our Shastra. Every product will have some cause. So Jagat being is effect intelligently put together. Jagat also has got a cause. And that cause is called Ishvara. And cause of this world cannot be figured out by science. Science has not figured out what is the cause of this universe. They talk about Big Bang. and they say there was some singularity, the state of matter in the form of singularity. And what is that singularity? Scientists will say we don't know. It was not only they say we don't know, they say we cannot know. Science has accepted that we will never know what is the state of singularity. Singularity abhors the nakedness. That is the statement in science. Therefore, Shastram is Pramanam for what is the cause of this world. And the cause of this world is presented in the form of Ishvaraha. What is this Ishvaraha? That also is explained in Shastra. Ishvara is the ultimate reality called Brahma and Maya. So Brahma with Maya is called Ishvaraha, which is Jagatkara. This is what is revealed by Shastra, but we can give some supportive logic to understand this. In this world, we are seeing these living beings and non-living beings, inert things and the sentient beings. So, if the effect has got these two aspects, sentient and insentient, then the cause also must have similar aspect. So, the sentient aspect of Ishvara is called Chaitanyam Brahma, and the inert aspect of Ishvara is called Maya. So, what is Ishvara? Maya Sahitam Brahma. Brahman with Maya Shakti is called Ishvara. And Maya is the power which is resting on, depending on Brahma, which is consciousness. Consciousness means the ultimate reality because of which conscious things are conscious. So that because of which things are sentient, that is called consciousness. So that consciousness plus Maya is Ishvara, which is the cause of this world. And there are two types of cause for any product. Like for a pot, we require some material, clay. So clay will be called material cause, and we require another cause called pot maker, which is called efficient cause, nimitta karan. For every product, these two types of causes are required, material cause and efficient cause. And the material cause in Sanskrit we call upadana karanam, efficient cause is nimitta karanam. And generally these two are different. Pot maker and clay, these two causes are different. But in the case of this Jagat, the cause, material cause and efficient cause, both of them are one and the same Ishvara. Then somebody may ask that how is it possible? Generally two causes are different. For that we give the answer based on the Shruti. Shruti says the spider is the cause, material cause and efficient cause, both for the web. Similarly, Ishvara is twofold cause for this entire web. And then Shastra further says that this Ishvara who is consisting of Maya and Brahman, both of them are called Prakritihi. Here Bhagavan Sri Krishna uses the word Prakriti for Maya and Prakriti word for Brahman. So Ishvara is consisting of twofold Prakriti. Prakriti means causal factor. So Bhagavan Ishvara says, I am consisting of this twofold Prakriti. One is Maya, other is Brahman. And Maya will be called Apara Prakriti, lower nature. Brahman will be called Para Prakriti, higher nature. So Ishvara is consisting of twofold nature, higher and lower. Higher is called Brahma, Chaitanyam, lower is Maya. And in the fourth sloka, the lower nature of Ishvara called Apara Prakriti, called Maya, is presented. And this topic of creation is presented in various ways in Shastra. Here it is presented as it is described in Sankhya. And they say the creation is in three stages. First, there is a Purusha and Pradhanam. So the consciousness principle and fundamental matter principle. That is the first stage. Then there is a evolution of these 7 factors. They are called Prakriti Vikruti. And they give the names Mahat Tattva, Ahankara, and subtle elements, Sukshma Mahabhutas. That is the second stage of creation. And in the third stage, other 16 things are evolved. Panchakarmendriyani, 5 organs of action, 5 organs of perception, and the 5 gross elements and mana. In this manner, this creation is presented. So based on that, here Bhagavan is using that model and said, my Prakriti, my lower nature is consisting of 8 aspects. And what are they? Bhumi, the earth, Apaha, water, Analaha, fire, Vayuhu, air, Tham means space. These 5 subtle elements are the 5 aspects of my lower Prakriti. Manaha, here it refers to cosmic mind, technically called Ahankara. Buddhihi, cosmic intelligence, technically called Mahat Tattva. And this word Ahankara refers to Avyakta, Maya, the fundamental material principle. Iti, in this manner, iyam me bhinna prakriti ashtada. In this manner, my prakriti, the material aspect, is bhinna, is divided ashtada in 8-fold manners. So Bhagavan's lower nature is divided in these 8 aspects. Thus, Apara Prakriti, lower nature of Ishvara, Maya aspect of Ishvara was described. Now in the next shloka, Bhagavan is talking about the higher nature of Ishvara, which is Chaitanyam, which is Brahma. Apareyamitastvanyam Prakritim Viddhi Me Param Jiva Bhuta Mahabaho Yayedam Dharyate Jagat. So Bhagavan says, Apara Yam. This is my lower nature. This is my lower aspect. And higher nature, Itaha Anyam Prakriti. The Prakriti which is different from this lower nature, Vidhi, may you know, as my Para Prakriti, higher nature. May you know another Prakriti which is my higher nature. And what is that? Jiva Bhutam. My higher nature is in the form of Jiva. Here Jiva refers to consciousness principle. So conscious being, that is my higher nature. So this is a very beautiful presentation. Bhagavan said, I am there in the form of every Jiva. So Jiva is my higher nature. This materialistic world is my lower nature. So this clip is also his manifestation of Ishvara. And this conscious being, a person, that also is manifestation of Ishvara. The Nama Rupatmakam, this clip, which is consisting of names and forms, is expression of Apara Prakriti, and conscious being is the manifestation of Paraprakriti. So Bhagavan says, the I am there in the form of every Jiva, which is the manifestation of my higher nature. He Mahabaho, he Arjuna, Yaya, by with this higher nature, idam jagat dharyate, this world is sustained. So the entire world, which is consisting of names and forms, which is in the form of inert objects, all of them are sustained by this consciousness, which alone is in the form of existence. That alone is there behind every object. Just as clay is there behind all pots, similarly the higher nature of Paramatma is maintaining the manifestation of lower nature of Paramatma called Maya. So the entire world consisting of objects is sustained by Chaitanya Swarupa Paramatma. So my Chaitanya Swarupam is holding. Our body can be held, can be sustained, can be functional only when Jiva is there. Moment Jiva stops manifesting in this body, the body is disintegrated. So just as the individual body is sustained by the Jiva, individual Jiva, this entire world is sustained and lived by me, Chaitanyam, Brahma. So, person if he understands this Ishvara to be this Jivatmaka and Mayatmaka, then he has understood the essence of everything. Anything you see, it is manifestation of that Ishvara only, which is consisting of Maya and Brahma. And this idea is given in the next shloka. Bhagavan says, whatever you see, living beings or non-living beings, whatever you see is having its basis in this apara prakriti and para prakriti, which is Ishvara. So in the next shloka he says, एतद्योनीनि भूतानि सर्वाणीत्युपधारय अहं कृष्णस्य जगतः प्रभवः प्रलयस्तथा. So Bhagavan says, Sarvani Bhutani, all things and beings, means living beings and non-living beings, all of them, Etad Yonini, are having this Ishvara as the cause. Whatever you see is having Bhagavan as the cause. That is why in our culture we worship the tree also. We worship these snakes also. We worship cow, we worship all animals. Why? Because for us, everything is manifestation of Ishvara. We worship the mountain, we worship the rivers. So foreigners they wonder that how come we are worshipping this mountain, cows. Instead, when the new car comes, we do arti to car also. We when see some new gadget, new machine is brought, we worship that also. On in Vijayadashmi, Ayuda Puja, we do worship of all gadgets, computer, etc. And our car, all vehicles we worship. Why? Because our vision is that everything has got its basis in Ishvara. Everything is manifestation of Ishvara. So Sarvani Bhutani Etad Yonini, having this Paramatma as the Yoni. Yoni means the cause. So everything has got Paramatma as the cause. And cause alone is appearing as the effect. And therefore may you know that all of them are based on me. Upadharaya means may you understand. And Bhagavan emphasizes this idea by saying, Aham Krishnasya Jagataha Prabhavaha. Prabhava means the source of origination. I, Ishvara, consisting of Paraprakriti and Aparaprakriti, and the source of origination of Krishnasya Jagataha, of the entire world. And not only I am the source of origination, Pralayas Tatha, I am the ground of resolution of everything. So everything is born of Ishvara and resolving back into Ishvara. And in between we have to supply, sustained by Ishvara. Like all pots are born of clay, sustained by clay, and finally resolved back into clay. Similarly, everything is born of Ishvara, sustained by Ishvara, and resolved back into Ishvara. And Bhagavan says in the next shloka that there is nothing which is apart from me, separate from me. Just as clay can say that there is no pot existing apart from me. So everything is non-separate from Ishvara. That idea is re-emphasized in the next one. Mattah parataram nanyat किंचिदस्ति धनंजय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव. So Bhagavan says, Mattah parataram. There is nothing superior to me. Anyat, anything else is not there which is superior to me. By that, what is suggested? That I alone am the cause of everything, and for me there is no cause. Generally, the cause is considered to be superior compared to the effect. So Bhagavan said, I am the cause of everything, but for me there is no cause. I am causeless cause, fatherless father, or motherless mother. I am the ultimate mother of everyone. I am the ultimate father of everyone. I myself do not have mother and father. So, Ishvara, sometimes Ishvara is, teased by Bhagavad, the devotees. And they will say, Bhagavan, you are orphan. Because you do not have father, you do not have mother. One who does not have father, mother is orphan. So, Bhakta will, as though sometimes out of love, they say, Bhagavan, you do not have father. You do not have mother. But the ultimate vision is what? That Ishvara is the ultimate cause. There is no cause for Ishvara further. Therefore, Mattaha Parataram na Anyat. There is no thing which is, anything is not there which is superior to Bhagavan. Kinchit, anything. And also it has got the meaning, there is nothing other than Ishvara. There is nothing other than Ishvara. There is no other superior thing called cause for Ishvara. Ishvara is causeless cause. Hey Dhananjaya, hey Arjuna, there is no cause for me. I am the ultimate cause. And Mai Sarvam Idam Protam. Everything is strung in me. Means everything is dependently existing in me. Like all pots are dependently existing on clay, similarly, everything in the world is dependently existing in me. And for that example is given. Sutre Maniganaha Iva. Like the group of beads are existing strung in the thread. Without thread, these beads will be scattered, cannot be sustained. Similarly, all things and beings are dependently existing in me. I am inhering in all of them. All are dependently existing on me. Therefore, nothing can exist apart from Bhagavan. Everything is dependently existing. And that is the message of Vedanta. Since everything is existing dependently, therefore everything is mithya, and Ishvara is existing independently, therefore Ishvara is Satyam. So Ishvara is Satyam, everything is mithya. Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, that message also is given in this. Now Bhagavan says that I am present in the form of everything. How will you understand? For that, Bhagavan gives certain places to appreciate his presence, especially when some predominant thing is there, you can appreciate Ishvara easily. Suppose you see Himalayas, then, this Himalaya is the glory of Ishvara, you can appreciate more easily. If I say that cliff is Ishvara, a little difficult. A cliff looks very ordinary thing. But when I talk about something very prominent, that Surya is Ishvara, relatively easy because so much brilliance is there. Mountain or river Ganga, Ganga is Ishvara, relatively easy to express. So Bhagavan is showing certain places and he is saying the essence of everything is nothing but me. I alone am present as the essence of all prominent things. And for that he gives so many examples. We will read. रसोऽहमप्सु कौन्तेय प्रकास्मिशसि सूर्ययोः प्रणवः सर्ववेदेषु शब्दः खे पौरुषं नृषु. So Bhagavan gives places. He says, Aham apsu rasaha. Apsu means in water. I am there as rasaha, taste in all waters. Taste is the essence of all water. So Bhagavan says, I am present as the very taste, the fundamental taste in all waters. So if you want to appreciate Bhagavan's presence as the essence of everything, then the one place is water. In water you can appreciate as rasaha. And then Prabha Asmi Shasi Suryayoho. I am there as the very light in moon and sun. Shashi means moon, Surya means the sun. I am present as the very light in the sun and moon. So you can appreciate Ishvara's presence as essence of everything in the sun as very light. Sarva Vedeshu Pranavaha. I am there as the Omkara in all Vedas. The essence of all Vedas can be presented in one word, that is Om. If you say Om, you have presented the content of entire Vedas. And that content, the essence of all Vedas, Bhagavan says, is me. So you can appreciate me as Omkara in all Vedas. And Shabdaha Khe. The sound is the essence of Akasha. And that Shabdaha, the Sukshma form of Akasha, which is called Shabda, that subtle form which is the essence of Akasha, it is being. And Paurusham Rishu. All human beings have got Paurusham, the strength, because of which they are men. They are called men. Their essence is myself. So wherever you see anything, the essence of that thing can be appreciated as myself. Somebody is singing very well, you can say his singing power is me. Somebody is drawing very well, you can say his drawing power is Ishvara. Somebody is cooking well, his cooking power is Ishvara. So everywhere the essence of everything is nothing but Ishvara. In this manner, we can Ishvarize the whole world. We can slowly appreciate Ishvara in everything. Earlier we thought that Ishvara is only in temple. Now our vision of Ishvara is extended and we can appreciate Ishvara in every object, every being. More we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevasishyate